Alright, so I brought the big boy up to the spooky bit of the field that we haven't done a lot of work in, just to see how he is. And hopefully he won't be quite as well behaved up here, so you can actually see me correct stuff. And he's already looking down the field to his mates. So there, where he's lost focus on me, straight away, back, 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 back. Good, and walk on. I know he wants to plant, and he doesn't really know what to make of my phone, but lead off with a slight turn in direction so that I'm moving his feet. And stand, stand. So he wants to stop and turn and face his friends again. Go back, 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 and walk on. Good boy, good lad. Lots of verbal praise, and I have got treats in my bra. I didn't have any pockets, that's why they're in my bra. It's not a weird, that's not where you have to store them. Stand, back, back, back. So if he gets a bit trotty and bargy, as opposed to just a little bit unsure and looking for his friends, I'll turn him tight. And the idea is, I always think with them, is make it so much more hard work to do the wrong thing that it's very easy to make the right choice. So I just want him to walk, and there he wants to get strong and turn. So cross your legs, good, over, over, sharp, short turn, and then he's allowed to walk off nice and calm, easy, easy, and stand. Good boy. And that time he's quite happy to stand and stop and bend his neck away from where his mates are, because that's a good choice, that's easy. So he doesn't have to go back this time. Good lad. He's looking to spook at something over there. So stand. Good. Back. Don't need to change and realign yourself to look at your friends. Go on, back, back. So use the pressure point on their shoulder just here to send them back if you need to. If head collar pressure's not enough, but actually, once they start to learn to yield to pressure quite well, just a little tickle with the head collar is enough to send them in the right direction. Then walk up. Good boy. And stand. As soon as my body language says stop, as soon as my shoulders come back and I sit up, the same as I would if I was riding him, he's got to start reading that body language as I'm going to ask you to halt square and stop. And see, again, that time really nicely bent himself away from his herd and his friends, so he can actually have a treat that time. Good boy. Nice. Good and calm. Right, should we do some more circles? So there, cross your legs. If I had a stick in my hand to indicate towards his back legs, I'd be more concerned if he wasn't actually, as I bent him, crossing his back legs over and turning tight. But because I'm doing this one-handed with my phone in my hand, I'm not going to get too specific. If he turns when I tell him to turn, that's a good one for me. So there, he went to cross behind me and barge through me. So pressure back on the head collar like I'm going to ask for a rein back. And then even when he stops, he's still got to go back and work a bit harder, because that wasn't polite. And I make a point of leading alternately from the right and left for about the same amount of the session. Just makes him a little bit less one-sided, I think. If your horse has only ever seen you out of its left eye because you've always led off that side, and then you start trying to do something with it off the right side, it'll be a bit spookier and a bit sharper and a little bit more unsure. And sometimes you need to be able to go both sides, depending on the way of the lorry and things like that, don't you? Yes, good, nice stand, nice hold. See if he'll stand and let me back off. He's very clingy. Back. So there, he wants to come into me, come for a cuddle, see if there's a treat to be had as I back out. And my moving my feet isn't necessarily a cue for him to move his. If there's no head collar pressure, he shouldn't be coming towards me. Good, stand. Back. So just a little lift with the lunge line, push him back, and then I can back off a bit further. And then, once there's forwards pressure, he can come see me. Good boy. And this has taken a bit of time, and like I say, a couple of weeks ago, if I'd brought him up here, especially if I wasn't fully focused on him, I couldn't have videoed what I was doing for sure, because he'd have just got away from me, turns his neck away and throws it through his body round. And it's sensing when he's about to do that. When you see their ears flick towards whatever it is or wherever they want to be, whether that's cutting in front of you, cutting behind you, there, going back to their friends, back, back, back. Reassert your control of their feet. When a horse is on a head collar, you're in charge of their feet. And that's a good thing for them. That's kind, and they like that. They like to be led. They're a herd animal and you're their leader in the herd. Not in a nasty way, just confidently telling them it's safe and all is well if they just follow your instructions. Come. Don't cut behind. Come on. There we go. Nice. Nice. That's already a 6-minute video, so I'm going to stop. If you have any questions, ask. If anything's not clear because you've mostly had Billy's fat head, that's fine too. But like I say, feet, control their feet. And if you're ever unsure, then that's the time to do a backup or a turn or send them in a different direction. If they plant, he used to plant as well when he was a bit unsure when he first came. Don't stand and pull on their head collar, trying to drag them towards you, because you'll just get into a standoff. Turn to their shoulder and bring them tight away from you. Use your weight against their neck and their body. You see how I'm pushing him across from his head. I'll cross my hand over so you can see. So I'm pushing him over and turning his neck. Now I've got control of his feet and we've done a full circle and we'll head off in that direction we wanted to go. You might have to do a few circles with one that's really planty, but you've got a lot more control to cross their head away from you and push their neck and shoulders and knock them off balance than you have by standing facing them, yanking on the lead rope, going, please come forward, please walk towards me. Because at that point you're being quite threatening and then inviting them into your space, and it's a bit of a confusing message. So yeah, definitely, if you've got a horse that's planted, you want to be next to its shoulder and shifting yourself through it. Use your hand on their head collar if you need. Turn the head, turn the head, turn the head, turn the head till they move the shoulders, and then reward by releasing the pressure and going off in the direction you wanted to go. That'll do, Bill, won't it? Good man. Good man. Good effort. Do you want a sweet? Do you want a sweetie? I actually can't dig one out of my bra. I know there's one in there. Here we go. Here we go. Good boy.